Yo, Mandem Podcast, episode 238.
Yes.
Welcome back to isolation.
Yeah.
In lockdown, man.
It's crazy times, man. Crazy times.
It's a shame. We're isolating. I'm isolating from home. Matt's isolating from home. Les isolating from home. Rich isolating from
Home, it looks like in the background.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Clever.
No, I've taken another flight. I am currently in Cyprus, in Larnaca. I don't know why it took me so long to think of that. I was like, where am I?
Nice.
In Larnaca, came out almost a week ago.
Mm.
But no, it's going good so far, man. It's nice out here. I was telling these guys before you came on that. Yeah, it's nice out here, man. I feel like I find myself saying this about a lot of places, but it gives me Jamaica vibes. Like, it's spooky, man. Wherever gives me like Jamaica vibes. Like, just, I don't know, man. Something about it. I don't know if it's the architecture, the roads, what it is. The sun obviously helps. Trees and that. I'm just like, yeah, I feel like I've almost been here before. It's technically, no, it's nice, man. Nice, liking it here.
You've been before, Rich?
No, I've never been before.
It's Greece, isn't it?
I went to, I've been to Greece, like Mali or what's that other place? But I can't remember.
Zante?
To Zante?
Rich never came to Zante.
No, I never came to Zante. It's not
I'm
Cos.
sure you went on a family holiday though before. I'm sure.
Wait,
Yeah,
Rich,
I've been.
No, he
wasn't
wasn't.
in
He wasn't.
in my head, everyone was.
Malia.
I can't remember the name of that fucking place. It's just a bit of a shit place.
What, in Greece? Was it Rhodes or something?
No, not in Greece. It's an island. I just can't remember what it's called. Well, I've completely got.
What, that we went to?
No. Crete.
No, that's Malia though. Malia's in Crete, isn't it?
Yeah, but maybe it's got another name. It's got another name, and people know it's like a proper destination, like British tourist destination. But I don't know why the name's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what's the gaff saying?
The Gap. Oh, it's decent, man. Got a 2-bed place here. It's very modern. Like the internet here, everywhere I go now, I do like this internet speed testing. I think it might be. I think it might be the fastest internet I've had.
It looks crispy compared to.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know? It's also the new laptop
locations
as well. Oh, what do you mean the location? Yeah, no, this location it's nicer. I think. I'm in an actual apartment. I've been staying in like hotel apartments before.
Yeah.
So this one's like a bit more me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's decent, man. It comes with like all the modern. Sorry, I'm looking at that shit now. Like the modern, everything you kind of need. Like I got everything bar a dishwasher, and I don't even really fuck with dishwashers. They piss me off. They're never actually clean.
It's a true sign of being middle class, isn't it? That was the barometer.
Do you remember that? Yeah. Man were like, "Have you got a dishwasher? All right, you're up." Like that was.
They are very annoying though. Stuff on there. Like
I don't.
This
think
is what I say to
man. My yard.
So as I said, Frank's around the corner, and he's like, before I got out here, he was here, and he's telling me like, "Oh yeah, dishwasher, like they're cold." You know how Frank is when he wants to sell something. He shared me pictures of the spoons, and I said, "Bro, they're shit. You have to end up cleaning things twice and all of that."
Yeah. Or you have to clean it thoroughly before you put it in. Like.
Yeah. So what's even the point? I'm proper anti-dishwasher.
Bare annoying, bro.
Bare annoying. But yeah, man, it's got kind of everything I need here. It's a 2-bed place, so anyone wants to come out here, you're more than welcome. So yeah, no, we're good. Around the corner from the beach, we're good.
Nice.
Sounds better than my isolation.
I was just about to say that. Yeah. My week ain't been as exciting, but
what's it saying? What's it saying at the moment? Because before I came out, the day I flew out was the Monday, so just after like hurricane storm units.
Yeah. What was it? It was when Franklin by then.
It changed. Frank.
It would have been Frank. Yeah, Frank kind of.
Oh, that night was a bit mad. Yeah, that Sunday night was a bit mad.
Frank kind of moved to me Monday. Still, that takeoff was a bit mad. Like,
was it?
A bit mad. Could have been a big jet TV thing. Yeah.
And you're a man that flies a fair bit. You've probably been through like turbulence and delays and little things that will make you anxious.
I'm fairly seasoned. Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you know what it was? I've experienced all of those things like the turbulence and whatnot. But when you typically get turbulence, you're in the air, innit? Like you're bare high. But when on the takeoff, this thing's doing.
Oh, is it? Oh, really?
Misbehaving.
And I'm like, this is a bit mad. Like I can feel the plane being pushed. Like it was booky on the
really?
way up as well. And it wasn't. The angle felt like this more time. It's kind of steep. It felt like it was low. Like we just went. Yeah, it was techie. But
It had one of the Mandem in the cockpit driving the plane, flying the plane.
Yeah. We needed you, Les. We needed you, Mr. What? 2,000 hours on what's it virtual co-pilot? Flight simulator. That's it. Yeah.
I'm getting my wings soon, fam.
Rich, have you seen that video of the guy landing the A380?
He's pulling up.
He's pulling up for real.
One hand. Yeah, he's G'd up still.
He was going up. He was going. Do you think pilots are aware that they're on it and trying to do a mad thing on the landing? Yeah, trying to flex a little bit.
Oh no, because he records that himself, innit? He's got his own kind of personality, Instagram.
Oh yeah. Because it's in the cockpit, I guess.
So, he records that himself. But I don't know, man. Maybe it's just like there every day. It's not there every day, but yeah, landing's probably. I never knew that the controls were so like flexible. It was crazy.
Yeah, because that thing was wobbling and that, innit? Like I thought it's kind of like it's got to be mad firm. Like
you need a proper steady hand.
Yeah, I wouldn't think it's got like. Obviously, you got some type of power steering, but I thought like you would have needed a bit of.
Some resistance.
A couple kgs to swing that thing. Yeah.
Grab the shoulders for it.
Yeah. But no, he looked very relaxed, man. But pilots are cold, man. They're just cold. Right? They don't get enough praise still.
Highly skilled individuals.
Highly.
Everyone had a good week away from planes and whatnot.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we can reveal it now, innit? Last week was birthday stroke engagement party. We were all at for my brother's fiancée, which is really good to say. Obviously a few of us were aware of what was going to happen and whatnot. I just clocked it's the first like engagement party or proposal I've actually ever seen in real life.
Yeah. I don't think many people do see them
in person. Yeah.
Because some people like the private thing.
Yeah.
I think for the most part, people, but
yeah.
You might get the occasional one at a restaurant or a That's the
Yeah.
first one I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's same.
Damn.
It's funny, man. It's funny seeing like someone like you've grown up with convert or transform into like a sensible kind of adult. So no, it was good to see, man. And I think for the first time, you saw nerves within.
Yeah.
Bro, he tried to tell. I've got a video in it. I recorded it.
No, you could tell.
He tried to tell me he wasn't. Bro, you can see the nerves in that boy's face.
Yeah.
There was a different brother for like
Different
5
energy.
minutes. He came back to us. But no, sick, good event. Congrats to the happy couple still, and I guess it's the start of this wedding journey still.
Yeah.
It was good, man.
And also, London prices. I'm kind of done with London, man. Going out in London.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's extended to Greater London.
It's the suburbs, bro. Why am I in functions like near my house and it's costing an arm and a leg?
Yeah, like you man was saying like the daiquiris were what, 20 quid? And there weren't even a lot of it.
I think there was double.
Oh, there were scores, yeah?
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's not even central.
Yeah, that's above central.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's basically like shard prices and sushis. It's above all of that.
Yeah. Any decent place you want to go like locally, it's mad.
Taking the piss, man. But petrol prices as well this week. I don't know if you've not seen.
I've heard
everything's on the rise.
This morning I saw petrol unleaded 153.
I remember when we first started driving, it was less than £1.
I was just about to say, like, when we started driving, it was less than £1. It's So what it is now, yeah, like I don't have a car at the minute, and I'm just thinking, I've thought about getting one, but now I'm just like, there's no outside of the convenience bit, there's no point. I'm not really fussed about getting one because it's just gonna cost me an arm and a leg. With the ULEZ thing as well, I'm just a bit like,
Bro, everything's on the up, man. That's one thing I clocked when I come back to
could give it a miss.
Bro, I'm just like, where's my P going, fam? Like you don't really seem to realize. Obviously, I'm not driving out here. If I am, it's for like fixed period, or I got the whip for X amount of days. Bro, just even petrol, like parking, you get your fine, speeding. Like there's just so many like stings that you can catch in ends. It's mad, bro.
Yeah,
It's literally mad.
Yeah, it's mad still.
But the prices, I guess. Well, there's Dan's back. I'll let him go. Go on, Dan.
No, I'm just saying, this year there's a tariff for going outside. Like,
Yeah.
you need to open your door. That's at least £20 down the drain.
Yeah. Like I was like back in the day, my mom was used to say like she never used to go out on a Monday. And I never got why really. I just felt like she couldn't be bothered. But now I kind of get it. Is that the minute she just wouldn't really like always be on going outside because she knows as soon as you step out the house,
something's got to get spent.
You've got to spend P. And now in adult life, I'm starting to understand that.
Home is where the heart is, man. Rich, you were saying, I was alluding to prices.
I thought you were alluding to Russia, Ukraine.
Yeah. And I think it's probably, as a result of that, just probably the dominating news story, innit?
Yeah. Finally, I remember, I think it was last year, no, 2020. We, at the start of January 2020, Trump was still in office, and they had bombed Iran and taken out General Suleiman, if I remember correctly. We had an episode talking about World War III.
World War III, yeah.
That was 2020, and then obviously we had a pandemic. Bro, like our lives is
it's mad.
Moved to, and now here we are, which may be with Russia and Ukraine, maybe at least a prelude to potentially a third world war.
Yes,
mad,
nuts
times. Crazy times. It's like I feel like it's a cycle. Like every 15 or so years, we've got to have like a big war or the threat of it, and everyone gets involved, and then some new place gets like democracy, or there's a new leader in place, and then everything cools down for a bit, and then just goes somewhere else. Like it's quite boring but predictable at the same time. And for me, it's just like mad sad for the people that are like caught up in it.
Big time.
Like just seeing normal life change, like a European city. There's tanks and missiles falling out the sky. Like it's just so
fast. Yeah, when I see it, it's almost like I don't know. It's not real. It's mad because like we've grown up like learning about stuff like that, seeing footage, and it's like, wow, this is actually still happening. Like, it's mad.
Yeah, it is. I feel like I was aware of it in the pandemic, at least. Like we're going through a period of history, and it feels like we're entering another like this is going to be history book stuff. Like this is So your youth's like, I remember the Third World War.
We'll be that those granddads.
Me and Dan were saying yesterday, it's like the shit start to a decade.
Did I get my
shit start to a decade?
4 decades still.
Oh yeah.
Like these new kids will be like, the 20s, man. They were shit. 20s were shit.
Yeah.
Do we see like any hope of it kind of ending or like curtailing, or do we think that like Ukraine is just gonna get taken over and that's that? Do you think anyone steps in to help them? Like it's looking bleak, man, if I'll be honest.
Yeah, I think the world police, aka America, are the ones we will look to. They are like the Avengers of the West, innit? So if anybody comes in, I think it's safe to assume it would be them or somebody acting on their behalf. i.e. potentially us, but I don't think we want any smoke, and we don't want any smoke. Actually, I speak for our nation. We want no smoke. I think there's potential too, but I don't think honestly, I don't think anybody wants it at all. I think Ukraine's going to fall, and it's just going to be Russian territory, and I guess the potential kind of rise of former Soviet Union.
Yeah.
All in all, because Russia's big brother, if you like, I guess they're around size. It might be a year apart. It's China, and we don't want smoke with anything over there either. Like, it seems like it's too big to almost get involved in. Like if anybody chooses to get involved, we're saying, "Bro, we really want war." And I don't think anybody truly wants it. Everything we're hearing from. Sorry, let's go on.
No, go on.
I was gonna say everything we're hearing from world leaders thus far, and you look, correct me if I'm wrong, is it's small talk. Everyone's saying sanctions, sanctions this, sanctions that. Like, bullets are flying, missiles are shooting, tanks are tanking, fam. And man are saying, we're gonna clap back with sanctions. So I can read body language and them things. I've seen enough fights. Like, one man doesn't want it, innit? That's the reality. So
I was just gonna say that, in that you're seeing a lot of, I wouldn't call it posturing, but you're seeing political figures saying certain things like we're not going to sit back and take this and we'll get involved. And I've seen certain celebrities and sporting figures come out and say, like, in support of or against the war rather. But like, to what Rich was saying, I kind of feel like that's just not, in this situation, that's just not enough. And I think Russia are gonna bulldoze their way through it, as we're kind of seeing the starts of it. And I think Ukraine, unfortunately, will sort of succumb to Russia's power.
It's very mad.
It's fucked.
Rich, you done a lot of it for work, or?
Oh, brother.
No,
I've been at war this week, fam. I've been in the trenches, man. I was saying again to these lot before you come on, like, you lot think like, we're hearing a lot about it. I just think this is a long day. I've been like, my shifts have gone over. Like, man are saying, can you stay an extra hour, half hour and stuff like that? And again, though, like, similar to my stance on COVID, when I look back, I've been working on stories around this story for time. I feel like I should have called it already. Like,
seen
it coming. Even last week I was working on a graphic. It ended up getting cancelled, which is very annoying when it happens.
That's
but
jarring.
The game on the like military numbers, like Russia's troops, Russia's amount of tanks versus Ukraine's, and all of that. And a week later, we're actually here. So So Dan, a lot of work, man. A lot of work. Yeah, it's long, but
mad, man. You seen that the Klitschko brothers?
Yes. Yeah. I seen Vitaly. I haven't seen Vladimir.
They've stepped forward to fight.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, raw.
The man are really honest. I've seen pictures of Usyk in military thing.
Okay.
As well, these heavyweight champions, they're moving like they're really about this.
Oh shit, that's mad.
But the things, the Vitalis, the Klitschkos rather, they're in the government, isn't it? They're heads of they're fully in politics. So I get it from them a little bit. In a way, weird way, I don't get it from them, because I'm like, you man actually work for the government. You're gonna be a soldier as well, but
yeah.
It's just that region of the world is just there. I think that that region is built different anyway, man. I think these men have always been kind of expecting war.
They're battle hardened.
Yeah. They're ready for it. So I rate it. I kind of rate it. I don't know if it's a good idea, but there's a part of it I kind of like.
I don't know if there's like a part of it which is like, I don't know, cinema, or it looks good, and I don't know, it might help other people to take up arms. But then I also think, like, in terms of like the money that they have, it's probably better if they survive and kind of put money towards good causes. But I guess and these men fight for a living in it, so they're not like me. Like, they go towards
So
I can't kind of put my lens on it, but yes, it's admirable still. And I guess that's all these men can really do, because they're up against like a superior power. But I guess you kind of have to do your bit, man.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
What are man's thoughts on? Sorry, Rich, go on.
No, I was just gonna say it's just peak, innit? Try and remember your thought though, because this happens.
Yeah, no.
It's just peak. Like everything we're seeing with even COVID and now this war is like us as civilians. I mean, all of us, even if you're some celebrity or whatever, when you really deep it, you just fall whim to like a next man's idea. Like
one
you're just trying to go back your life. I'm just trying to live my life, literally my life. You're trying to paycheck to paycheck. Oh, maybe I'll get this at this point. And the man just said, "Raw, you know what?
Nah,
it's fucked.
It's mad because it's good that you said there's like some reports of like and there's a video I saw of like a Ukrainian woman saying to like a Russian soldier, "Why are you not here?" And he's like, "I actually don't want to be here." Like,
yeah, bro, that's so mad.
Yeah, he's like, "I actually don't want to be here. This ain't my decision," kind of thing. And like, she's just kind of just like shouting, and they're going back and forth, and he just lets her go about her
That's
day.
fucked, man.
And then there's like another plane yesterday. I think reports of like 100 like young soldiers, and it's like there's bare young boys. Like just like a plane just gets shot down, just 100 lives gone because someone's decided that this is our land again. So nuts, man. That's what you can say.
No, it's leading on from some of the things that you guys have said. And what Dan said, like the Klitschko's are fighters and they're sort of not like him or like us in that. I think this week there's been talk of some of the public being drafted to the front lines. And social media, obviously, I'm on there quite a bit, and that's the place where the jokes and the banter starts kicking off. But I know in one of our chat groups, one of the boys had a real concern about being drafted, and like that whole thing. That part of it, I just think, to what Dan said initially, it's these things have been happening every 15, 20 years, and they're not going to draft you or I to the front lines because, like Dan said again in that chat, we've got a navy, we've got an army, we've got this, we've got that. Why would they call upon us?
Some low-level entertainers, fam.
Knock at your door. Come with me.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm no use on any guy.
Ask him
the war is lost,
episode on the front line.
The territorial army are listening. Miss me out.
Someone's got to clean up and cook then. We might be all right.
We
might be all right, man.
Yeah. No, not in my luck. They'll be like, come this way. Come. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah. And I guess it shows how far we've come, or how far we think society has come, or civilization. Like, we don't have to worry about these things. Like, this was 80 years ago. Man, you kind of have no choice. So you kind of got to count your blessings.
Imagine that.
Do you think, Dan? Like, I feel like bare things that have happened in the last 24 months, we said, them things, they're done. Like, they ain't coming back. Do you think, like, do you think these things can happen? More so, at which point do we as a nation, get to a point where we say, we've got a draft, man. Like what? Like I'm sure this was the case then as well. We had a military, we had a navy, we had an air force. But at some point, you have to say, we need more numbers, and it's mandatory. Like, when does that happen?
That's when it's like dragging on, and that's when it's like on your doorstep. That's when you're under mad pressure. But like with like technology now, like, and with the nuclear threat, like I don't think it ever gets to that point.
I guess it shouldn't really even be.
Everyone will just flirt with pressing the button, mutually assured destruction, and then everything kind of calms down a bit. Like, because Putin, he didn't mention nuclear warfare, but he hinted at it. And no one said anything. But then I think this week someone in NATO said, like, we've got them too, kind of thing. So it's like
spicy talk.
Big chat.
Yeah. He said to something like, you're not the only ones with those kind of things. So I don't know, man. I ain't worried just yet, Rich, man.
I'm not worried about that. About getting drafted at least. I don't really think we're gonna see a nuke go off either.
Nah.
If we do, it's mad. Like,
yeah, then
a bad time in history, man.
Yeah, mad.
It sells papers, that stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
That gets people to tune in, man. When you say
yeah, definitely.
But yeah, crazy times, man. And I guess we're seeing the knock-on effects of it here in some sense. The petrol prices, like people think now because of war in Russia that petrol will become scarce, but that's not the case.
Yeah.
But you gotta stay off Facebook, man. That's what it is, man. Keep these people off Facebook.
Is there another petrol crisis? Have we got a bit of
Dan was saying.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So easy to manipulate.
Dan, I hate us, you know. I actually hate
it. It's odd because the pandemic, we're technically kind of still in it, but the start of it was where it was more concentrated and whatever. But you think that people would have learned from that time, the panic buying in the supermarkets and the petrol queues and this and that. You would have thought, oh, that's just the media or whoever created mass hysteria, whereas we don't need to be doing these things. But once again, something mad happens in the world and everyone's just lost it again. And it's like, like to what Rich said, like sometimes I hate us because like, what are you doing?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You don't need people like this on any battlefield. Like,
or send them.
And they're forcing your hand as well. I was saying to Dan yesterday.
Oh yeah.
You're not falling into it, but then it gets to a point where in 5, 6, 7 days you need to go get petrol. And you're in the queue as well.
Now you're in the queue.
Yeah, you might go a day earlier or a day 2. You might put a little bit more in. Like, it's a mess, man. It's a mess. Cannot rely on the Great British Public for nothing.
No,
not a thing.
Yeah, let's just keep an eye on that developing story, man. It's crazy still.
What else we got on this week?
Also this week, I felt like I heard the news. I was with Mike and Dan at the time.
Yeah.
It was Sunday night, right?
Yeah,
correct. Yeah.
At least it broke on social media and whatnot. Tragic death. I think unexpected. I'd say a big loss to the scene.
Yeah,
we call it that. In the death of Jamal Edwards.
Yeah.
Crazy untimely. Was he younger? I think he's a bit younger than us. Was he 31?
Yeah, 31.
Yeah, 31. I don't know. I haven't been following it since I left. Do we know cause of death yet? Because initially we were hearing reports of heart attack, I believe.
It's yet to be confirmed. I think his mum came out with a statement and said it was like a
sudden illness.
Yeah. So the rumor mill has been rumor milling. But yeah, it's tragic, and I think we see it all the time when these things happen. People keep saying like, shows you how short life is, man. You gotta like live life to the fullest, and then we just go back to not living life to the fullest.
Yeah.
Doing the exact same thing until like another person, inspirational person, passes away, and then we say it again. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know or how you can permanently live life to the fullest or whatnot. But yeah, something has to change because people say it, but they rarely do it, man.
Yeah. I feel like it's not even just living life to the fullest and being out and active and all of that as well. It's more like just the bullshit and the silliness, the everyday shit that goes on. It's like, bro, shit don't mean nothing. Like, getting like upset about dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like who cares, man?
Yeah, and I guess in turn doing stuff that makes you happy at the end of the day. Don't waste. The life is short isn't it's almost a don't waste the time. Doesn't mean, like you said, going out and getting ham, getting drunk, doing all of this. It just means don't waste the time doing things one you don't enjoy out or procrastinating on bullshit.
Yeah.
That's how whenever this stuff happens, that's how I think anyway, but it's just a reminder that life is too short. And some of the things that you might have found annoying before or would have argued with someone about it. You're just a bit like, bro, I actually like don't care about this.
Like, yeah.
If you want to be right, be right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like, let's just get on with it. Like,
so because we're not here for long, man. And yeah, you might even get less time than you think. I think most of the time that's the case.
Yeah.
Les, on the latest Joe Budden podcast, Ish is talking about, there's like an old adage about how if you wake up every day, and I can't remember the number.
So I literally watched that last night. Let's say
it's like 90,000. You get 90,000 in your bank account every single day,
and you have to spend it.
You have to spend it because you don't get any more the next day. Like you spend every dollar, you make the most of it, and that's the equivalent of time.
Say that again, D.
So it equates to like time, innit?
Yeah.
But every day we're given this many seconds. I can't think it's like 80,000, 90,000, whatever.
Yeah.
Every single day you're given this, and then your account is cleared the next day. And like, if it was money, you'd make sure you use it up.
Use all of that money, yeah.
And like,
so why don't we do the same thing with time?
But we don't do the same with time. We just sit there. And it's like, I'm getting another 90,000 tomorrow.
Sounding Molly Mayish still.
Yeah. Ish. But he's saying enjoy.
It's the same thing. He made it fancy, but yeah.
He's saying don't waste your time. Basically, he's not saying like, oh, He's saying make the most of what we're given, like every single day. But how you do that and how you can, I don't know, stick to that. It's the how.
I'm getting there still. I'm getting there.
The how. Oh, what, you're on the way?
I'm on the way. Just
90K.
Come on, fam. Using about 3 at the minute.
But yeah, man, I think Jamal Edwards thing is like crazy.
That's so deep, man. Sudden, unexpected, like their side. Obviously,
he's
pioneer. Yeah. SpTV was the first one to.
Well, one of, I think.
I feel like it went first.
In terms of,
I don't think I might not come first, but it went like.
Yeah.
Because there was those DVDs and all that before, innit?
Yeah.
But in this like digital
something happened and SpTV went like I can't remember what it was. I think it was the first one to reach a certain amount of views or some shit like that.
I feel like it was one of the first to hit 1 million views for some reason.
Something like that.
But in terms of online, I don't think there was a more important platform at the time, or a channel page, whatever you want to call it. SpTV was like, I feel like it was the only one for a long period. There probably were. You probably said
Graham Daily.
Graham Daily came soon after.
I don't know. I can't remember which one came first out of them.
Link Up's a lot later on, I think.
Link Up came later on.
I feel like SP was first, and I feel like it got overtaken eventually. But I feel like he was, at least as a face, as one person. Doing their thing for the scene. I don't think there's anyone I can compare him to. Like
F64s,
not the same. F64, SpTV. He was doing his thing, man, early.
And he
go anyway.
He's been in like some real hoods, and he was calm. Like it's crazy, man. And he helped bare people. It was good to see a lot of people giving him his flowers and whatnot. But yeah, just a tragic loss, man. And yeah, 31, that's fucked, man.
Deep, bro.
Okay, man. Seems like there's been so many losses, man. I think over these last few years, but I don't know. Maybe it's just
quite a few.
Age thing.
Say that again, Dan?
Maybe it's just an age thing. Like you live long enough to see people pass.
Yeah.
It's just part of it. It's sad, man. So sad.
Very, very, very. Yeah, man. But what else happened this week? Dan, you posted something interesting in the group. I'm not sure if I'm happy or not. The wireless thing.
Yes, wireless.
Don't know how I feel about it.
So what's the story? What's the headline? New look wireless, 3 separate locations for the music festival. Coming to us via
I need to know more as well.
What more
do you need to know?
Is it like on the same day it's going to be at Finsbury Park as well as Birmingham as well as Crystal Palace? Or one day Finsbury Park, one day Birmingham.
It's 3 separate. They're not going to run like side by side. It's going to be like say one day Birmingham, one day Finsbury Park, one day elsewhere, which is mad. But I'm not sure.
What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? I don't see what's wrong with it.
I guess it's got its pros and cons. That's probably good, man. No, it's probably good. It's probably good for the most part.
I think it dilutes it a little bit for me, man.
You think so? In what sense?
I think wireless has been diluted.
You get the same package like 3 times over. Like I think scarcity is like, it's like, oh, did you miss that one show? I think.
But then isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like I was reading it wrong. So is this going to be effectively one day on wireless? You know, wireless typically has
same
3
artist,
days,
same
artists on each day. Is this going to be one day
3
with, let's say, Drake, Skepta, Kanye, and Jay-Z, best wireless ever, right? Let's say, so they're going to do that in Finsbury Park, Birmingham, and Crystal Palace.
I believe so.
Okay, that's interesting.
That changes it.
But then how does that differ from a single artist doing it in
people going on tour
cities? Yeah.
Well, it's not going to be just one act, is it?
No, but then why does that differ? I don't get it.
No.
Or was it change it?
I think that's
it. Changes the wireless format. But I think it's because if you live in London, you're obviously gonna go to either the Finsbury Park or the Crystal Palace one, depending on what part of London you live in. And then
I would be on stepping up.
Birmingham.
But for the most part,
or it gives you the chance to go to Birmingham to experience it differently over there. And you know how certain artists, when they go to different cities, even sometimes the same city, same marina, different day, the show's slightly different.
They switch it up,
yeah. The show's slightly different. So I think it's
bring out different artists.
Yeah, I think it's a decent idea from them, to be honest.
I
think there are intricacies that can make it not so good, but I think on the surface, I think it's a decent. Like you said, Mike, that would be a sick idea or plan for us to go Birmingham for the day and just be up there. So yeah, it's. I think it's a decent.
Yeah, the more I think about it, I'm not mad at it. I get what Dan's saying though. You know, it's like, oh, did you look on a Friday and see so and so?
Yeah,
like, no, I went on a Sunday. It was me.
Yeah.
You've seen it how it works. Like, is there fireworks at the end? And he brings out.
Yeah.
But then on the flip, Les is right, innit? It's if you see an artist do a show in the O2 London, then he goes to NEC. You already know what's coming.
Like Birmingham might get what's his name?
Missed.
They might get missed, or they might get millions is from Birmingham. So they might get them, and London will get Skepta or whoever. Crystal Palace might get someone else. So
that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I think it's decent.
Or in the different the London, the different parts of London and Birmingham, they might have different artists completely for those. For those days.
We'll see how it pans out.
So then it kind of forces you to move around. Because I think, thinking it from a business perspective, I think that will get them more money than having the same however many artists in the exact same 3 locations.
It'll be interesting to see what sort of format and artists they go with, because them 3 days are always kind of different. One day is a bit more younger, one day might be a bit more high, one day might be a bit more for the older lot.
So what Saturday's usually the live day?
R&B.
I can't remember, Les, you know.
I think it depends on the artist. Sometimes Sundays are usually a good day.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
It varies, isn't it? But
it'll be good to see what the artist
style on each day in it, or a different mood or age group, or it's targeting a different demographic, like Mike said. So I guess I would assume that they'd have all those days in one if they're going to tour it like that. So you will have quite a range of artists.
Different stages.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at it. I think wireless probably needed a shake up. It's been running in the same format for a very long time now. So
big time.
Sure, is what it is.
It's not for us anymore either.
Yeah, I did feel that at a lot.
This
Also that
could
as well.
change. This could change. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I want to go to a festival abroad, man.
That's what I'm on. I was chatting to.
Well, I say that we've done that, innit? We've done Fresh Island. I want to go to a festival in the States. Is what I meant.
Okay,
Specific.
South by Southwest, yeah.
Hey, cold. Yeah, anything. I think that would be sick.
Yeah, I need to do one abroad for sure. For sure. That's one of my bucket list things. Yeah, that would be dope.
So yeah, speaking of things that aren't for us and that we're too old for, have you seen the plans for the government? The government plans, for pupils who fail GCSE English and Maths to be blocked from student loans. Is this fair? Is it not? Should we riot? Should we protest?
Not fair. It's bullshit. It's actually bullshit. So what? You want to go uni and do something that has nothing to do with English or Maths? You can't get a student loan because you didn't pass it. Shut up.
But I swear you need English and Maths for everything. That's the flip side of it.
No, when we was in school, you needed like Maths and English to get into sixth form or something like that.
Yeah, to do A levels. Yeah.
I don't know. Shit must have changed. I don't know. But I think it's just dumb. Like, it's silly. No.
I don't think it's certainly ain't smart. For me, I feel like I'm reading through it. I know that forever from when we were doing GCSEs, there were talks of GCSEs always getting easier because the pass rate was going up. I don't know if that necessarily means they made them easier or people.
Weren't they going to scrap them at one point?
Yeah, they were. They were going to scrap them at a point.
They used to say that every single year after we left school. They were like, "We're going to scrap it this year. We're going to scrap it."
Is SATs still a thing?
I think SATs is
scrapped. I think it might be SATs. I think it's SATs. It might be SATs. Yeah.
I think SATs is scrapped now. But what was I saying? Yeah, I just remember forever prior to actually doing our GCSEs and after, hearing that they were just getting easier and easier and easier. Also been hearing that more and more people are graduating, which I think you'd think the country would think this is a great thing. We've got a more educated public, etc., etc. But with that knowledge and then seeing this, to me, it says that, we want less people to have a degree to increase the value of a degree. So anyone who doesn't do this, sorry about it. We're going to make it significantly harder for you to be able to get a degree.
I do think the value of going to uni and having a degree has decreased though, like majorly.
You think so?
Yeah, majorly.
I
Before,
think
anyone could just go uni now. Like, from when I think it started from like around our time, it started to make bare different ways that you can go and everyone was going.
Do you think though, Mike? Because I mean, it's hard to say in it because you don't really know much until you're going through that process. But why is it any easier let's say in our age or our day? Why was it any easier than it was before? I don't know how you got to uni before, but it seems like it's the same process.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess they started to do bare different like courses where if you pass this course now, it's like the equivalent of doing.
We'll get BTEC and all of that. Kind of
whatever it might be. Yeah. So it's you do this or do an extra year or whatever it might be. Then you just go uni, and I just felt like everyone was going uni. Like.
But is that a bad thing?
I'm saying it decreases the value.
It depends on what you're doing. I think for like specialized fields as well, like if you're in accountancy or bioengineering and stuff like that, I think that like there's still like massive value to it. I think for like your more softer sciences and a bit more like vague, ambiguous degrees, then I get that the value might decrease or it's not needed as such.
Yes.
But I still think in some senses, especially like specialized
in them type of things, 100%. I agree. And then they made it like 9 bags as well. What are you doing? Like?
But they're trying to make it harder,
uni's a bump
to get. Like
uni's a joke.
It's definitely a bump for sure. Now, I mean, you might still pay a student loan, isn't it?
What do you mean, you man, fam?
You man, still paying. I'm still paying it. Of course I am.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way I clear it.
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
plan on clearing it either. I don't plan on clearing that shit ever, bro.
That it vexes me every single month.
It is what it is.
I looked at my payslip this month. I was like, for fuck's sake, bro.
Fair enough.
I want to die with like 20 bags still on that thing. Like, fuck you, man.
Like the great train robber, you just got away with it. Like,
like fuck you, man. Like you tried to do, man. You've actually tried to shaft the whole generation, like. And then I feel sorry for the generation that came after us because their team,
of course, their team was
9 bags a year minimum. 9 bags a year.
Like, to go uni, like to do what, man?
I do think, Rich, you raised a good point about how like people always say like it gets easier and easier, yada yada yada. I think that's just like getting old and like being jealous. Like it happens with every generation. Like music was better in my days, TV shows were better, education was tougher. Like shut up, man. Old people, like just allow me, man, please. And I don't ever want to be that guy that's like looking down on like someone's achievements. Like, oh, in my day, we didn't work so hard, bro. Like we got
some shit actors, man.
Yeah. And SpTV too, fam. Yeah. Like stupid, but yeah. I think that's just a common theme. Like the older you get, it's like, oh, everything's so easy. They've lowered the barriers. Like, it's like,
yeah.
Oh, life was hard for me, innit? Life was only hard for my generation. That's like every generation thinks, isn't it?
Rose-tinted spectacles. That's what it is. It's annoying, man.
Yeah. Yeah. To the initial point, no, I don't think it's a great idea.
It's a little bit far-fetched.
Especially like what Dan was saying, you might want to do something completely different.
Yeah.
Or you don't 100%. Need it.
And I think
maths and English are important, yeah. But
writes people off as well. And like I guess we're supposed to be in some like new understanding world. Like why does you don't have to like maths and English shouldn't have to be the standard. Like you could do something else. Like there's different types of intelligence. Like I think it's a little short-sighted and like kind of myopic.
Yeah, a man gets an A star in something that he wants to do, but he can't do it.
He's a master at art, but he can't read that well.
Can't go uni. Yeah, it's a bit extreme.
Yeah, it's silly, man.
Yeah,
slightly.
Yeah, it's poor. It's actually poor. Especially talking about what we're talking about with the amount of debt you have to go into once you even get to uni. I imagine a lot of people, if they do fail maths and English or whatever, they'll just retake it. You'll still be able to retake it because it's an essential even like without a degree for the most part. Like if you want any job, they kind of want to see your maths and English.
Yeah. It's very old school.
But yeah, it's just what it's going to do, I think, more than anything, is going to slow down the rate of graduation. So it's good to go up the government. Great for you guys, but
I think they've got it wrong. I don't know if you man have, I don't know, your YouTube rabbit hole might be different to mine, but like recently, somehow it popped up on my thing, GCSE maths paper.
Okay.
Bottom tier.
You couldn't pass it.
Elite in it then. So hard.
Had to get notepad out. But I was the first few I was flying.
Hey, that would never pop up on my YouTube feed. Unless it was like Tupac's maths.
Yeah. How Tupac passed maths. But no, I'm gonna send the link to you, man. Just have a look through and see if you could.
Bro, I couldn't do it, bro. Maths is my thing as well. But like all these theories and all that, I forgot what they are.
Pass a foundation paper in 2022, old man. Like all these people saying it's easy and yada yada yada. But yeah, man, it was actually very live. I was going through it like, shit, do you carry that? With the X?
Brother, that is mad. Like when I remember being younger, me and
you got to leave that stuff alone, bro.
Doing the GCSE thing and like maybe stuck on a bit of stuff. And like, Mum, can you help like with the maths? And she would come over and look at it and be like,
"Bath."
Like, I'm not really like maths isn't really my thing. Like, I'll be like, fair enough, whatever. But I've tried to help. I don't know who I was helping, but I've looked at a couple things and I've been like, this is mad because I was good at maths, Dan. I was good at maths, like higher tier, all of that. But
that's what I'm saying.
I think part of it is though. Yeah, I don't think it's because man, like we're stupid. I'm not saying things aren't getting harder. I just think that
just forget what things mean.
Yeah, you need to kind of be in the groove. You need to be in the groove. Well, yeah.
Like I don't even know what that is these days.
Trigonometry.
But when brackets and symbols and stuff get involved now, I'm like, I don't know what this means anymore. I can't help. I can't help, bro. Yeah, BODMAS.
Yeah.
BODMAS. Jesus Christ.
Means, I'll be honest.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna send a
Don't, man. I'm not doing it. I do not accept.
The guy does the workings out in it, and he says like you can work it out this way or you could do that. But when you see the initial thing, I need man to tell me what X is in it.
Is it still like David goes to the shop with £10?
Yeah.
One sweet costs £2. He gets 4 of them.
They got album.
What time does he train arrive at the station? It's like wait, what?
Hey.
Them man where you have to in a test where you have to call the assistant over.
I done that in history, yeah. Bruv, I was doing my history paper and I forgot what king was in German.
Okay.
Bro, for the life of me, I couldn't remember the word. Like my history teacher was walking up and down. I was like, yo, what's that? The
what
thing?
Is it, Ruhr or something?
Kaiser or something like that.
Oh, okay. Cool.
She wouldn't bust me.
Oh, is
it?
She
didn't tell you.
Nah.
Oh, yeah, I guess
your German teacher was on you as well.
No. This was history, bro.
Okay,
history, but yeah, if it was German, I would have aced that.
She would have done the paper for you.
Yeah. I would have aced.
Sounds like a race matter.
Yeah, that was a techie one for my school.
That exam table it's a lonely place still. If you're ever stuck on something,
I swear some exams are like 3 hours in uni. Is it 2-3
Yeah,
hours?
some long ones. Yeah, some long ones. In one of my German tests, they tape you in it. They like talk to you, so they want to hear.
Oh, the oral thing.
Yeah, the oral thing. Yeah. Pause. I was saying something mad funny. Teacher started laughing and like, we had to start again. To like delete the tape.
Run it back. Lost tapes.
I remember all of that in secondary French, doing the oral tests. Yeah, so mad.
So that's a while back, man. But yeah, man, gotta stay sharp, man. Because I don't want my youths coming home. Me having to say, I'm going out. I'm in a rush. Yeah.
So sitting around the car, like, doing nothing,
crying, fam. Yeah.
But these days, though, you could just get your phone out.
You say the internet's.
Well, yeah, it's calm. Homework these days should be minor.
But there's bare distractions, fam. These men are on Fortnite,
TikTok, and
in the veins, bro.
Just Google it. Yeah, what's the answer to this?
Yeah, that must be a bit mad. And then the phones and the tests and all that.
Yes, that's actually mad. Everyone should be passing with flying colours on their homework.
Maybe that's why everyone's passing, isn't it?
Degrees are better easy, man.
Yeah.
Kids have got their phones, fam.
On second thought.
Yeah, it's mad. But yeah, shout out everyone who's flipping, acing their tests. Shout out to everyone who's flopping as well, because I think it don't even really matter. I've seen man who didn't pick up one pen in school, fam. These men are flying now. They're way past me. Yeah. So to write kids off it's kind of bonkers, man.
At such a young age as well. It's mental.
Yeah. It's not surprising with this government. But yeah, man, I'm gonna send that foundation maths test around, and we're gonna get that in, man.
Send that to my UK address, yeah.
I didn't try that.
None of that.
X is 12. Fam.
We'll put up an equation for the listeners, and if you can get it, we might chuck in a prize or something.
Yeah, little mug or something, man. Little sand pen.
No cheating though, man. No Google.
Google.
Show your work.
You got to show your workings.
Show your working.
Always
show your workings out.
Fantastic.
What are you saying? Bring-ins, or we got anything else on that?
Yeah, man. Let's do that.
I got bring-in actually. Mine will be. I imagine you man have watched at least 2 of these episodes, because you can't watch the third yet. It's not out, at least not where I am. That is. I hope this wasn't your bringing recently.
I think it was mine last week. No,
last week, literally last
Genius.
Week.
Kanye documentary.
I bring it.
Oh, my. I've just watched season 2, episode 2.
You could bring in series 2,
and you just really get
2.
to see like how slept on Kanye was, man. It's actually kind of deep in certain parts. Like, wow, man, do not rate your thing at all. Man, want to see you how they see you.
Rich.
And go on, now.
There's been a revelation. Are you referring to him playing All Falls Down?
All Falls Down. I'm talking about a lot of like fair of it. Why?
See, in the documentary, spoiler alert, if anyone's listening and hasn't seen it, spoiler alert. In the documentary, it shows him performing the song in the office, and he's kind of getting air in it. But he had performed it like 10 plus times, and he's done it on like a regular basis. So they're kind of just like, oh, Kanye, like you're doing it again, like, and you've got your camera here now. Like, okay. But in the documentary, they've shot it like it's the first time. You can't get off. He's just being him, like performing it again. Like, what are you doing? What, like, get out of my room. But yeah, that's the cinema and the romance of it, innit?
Yeah, sometimes.
But yeah, it's long. It's a long old road though. He definitely grinded to get to where he is, man.
Yeah. Long. So that was going to be my bringing, but scratch that because I brought in last week. I got another one. I know Dan is a fan of this show. Love is Blind. I know Mike hates this show. Mike thinks it's the worst show on TV.
We were speaking about this at work a couple months ago. I think I might have told you, look. I think I got the shows confused. There's Love is Blind and there's another one, which is similar, no? Where they're like behind glass chatting and that.
Which one is Love is Blind to you?
Too Hot to Handle is like
I don't know.
Love Island.
Too Hot to Handle is it's like Love Island.
So Love is Blind is where they're behind glass.
Behind the glass,
That's shit.
Wait, this show is
Rich, it's surprising though that you're a fan of it because you pretend to be this gourmet TV guy, but we know the truth.
Yeah, you got me.
A man once said, if you watch dumb TV, you get dumb or whatever. He said.
Yeah, I know. I told me. This doesn't make you dumb though. This doesn't make you dumb. This is when I got more of the gourmet hat when it comes to series, drama, shit like that. But even still, I still think this is good TV. I fuck with reality TV. Don't get twisted. You know, man, need to watch. It's very hard to find online though. Jocelyn's Cabaret. You might need to watch that.
What's that?
That elite TV. Like it's semi shit, yeah. But it's dancers, strippers in America. Big strippers.
Okay, I watched P Valley and it's like similar.
I started watching P Valley after you recommended it, but I wasn't rating P Valley. This is a reality TV one. Someone shared it in one of our groups recently.
Oh, yes, I have seen it where
the girl takes her down. Like they have a fight and all of that.
Yeah, have you seen the thing where she's like double homicide?
Yes.
Oh,
I believe that's from P Valley.
From that. Okay.
Not P Valley. Right. Jocelyn's Cabaret, but there are different seasons. So there's Jocelyn's Cabaret, which is the first one. There's Atlanta, there's Vegas, and I think there's Miami. But I meant to. I'll share some of the clips when I'm over there.
Bro,
these girls are fighting.
Tell us about the story, fam. A man said it's just thick.
It's Jocelyn Hernandez. She was in Love and Hip Hop. And she's setting up. She's a stripper. She's a dancer. So she's getting a group of girls together. It's like the Avengers. They try and bring all these people together and put on a show. But it's just they all hate each other. It's just catty shit.
Hey, can you not?
Love is Blind. Love is Blind. Go on. I'd say watch it. Like you should watch it. Have some patience.
I'm not gonna watch it
because you need to see the reveals, bro. Like, man,
I waited last time. That shit, man.
It's bad. It's bad.
To the marriage, it's very good, man.
It is entertaining.
They went on some honeymoon. Like it was shit, bro.
Watch it, bro. Watch it.
Ain't got nothing on Jersey Shore. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Any other
sorry, go on.
I don't think I got one this week. No, I don't think I got one.
I've got one. It is an artist who's probably leading, or he's one of the leaders of the new school in R&B, Lucky Day, and he's got a single called Over. So yeah, give that a spin, man. It's just good music, and the weather's changing, so it's time to get your R&B playlist right, man. Don't be left behind out here, man.
Amen.
Calm.
Yeah.
Cold. Yeah, I've done enough talking. You probably got a couple bringers there as well. Well, yeah, that was episode 238.
8.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the Mandem podcast.
Keep it locked.
And stay safe.